What's good, fellas? Welcome to another My Player video, and today we have 4 games in this video and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And the first game is against Golden State Warriors, our division rival, but not only our rival, they are actually ahead of us in the standings, about 5 games ahead of us. So we're trying to compete for the playoff race, and they are definitely the team that we want to target and hopefully win. As you can see, we're going to pick up the game in the 4th quarter as I get a tough layup to go with 7 minutes to go. It's a very close game with 74-73 is the score currently, as I hit a nice mid-range wide open. I've been working on my mid-range and I actually maxed it out, so it's been working out for me. And the shoes I'm wearing gives me +5 medium shot, so that helps out a lot. So it's 85 in total. As you can see, Golden State are going to take the lead with that triple from the corner from Monta, Ellis, and that's a key possession for us right now. With 2 minutes to go, we're going to slow down the offense and try to take a good shot, as I'm going to post up against David Lee. I'm already tired in the 4th quarter. I'm going to go for a spin, get the tough layup to go, no foul call there, and they call a timeout right after that to slow down our offense. And we're still down by 1 as I'm posting up against Stephen Curry. I take advantage of that. Another no call, and I get the tough layup to go. I'm getting pissed off at the referees. They're not calling anything. And right here, Stephen Curry in the paint trying to make something happen with shot clock winding down. He's going to get into the paint, get the up and under move, and give Golden State a 1-point lead. With 17 seconds to go, the shot clock is off, and I'm going to try to go for the last shot. I have Stephen Curry on me, so I have the height advantage, and I have 46 points. I go for a spin, another layup to go, give the 1-point lead for the Kings, and we have a chance to seal this game off and hopefully come out with a victory. As you could see, Golden State have the last possession. Monta is from downtown. He's going to miss the shot, giving us the win. 89-88 is your final score. So we managed to sneak one on the road against Golden State, our division rival, but more importantly, a team that we're trying to catch up in the playoff race. So hopefully this gives us a boost going forward. As you can see, my final stats: 48 points, 9 rebounds, 67 from field goal, 2 turnovers, and pretty bad free throw, but hopefully that will change. So 1 game down, 3 games to go. I will see you right after this.
You have to be elated after hitting that shot to win the game. Where does this rank on the list of your biggest moments on the basketball court?
I'll be honest, it was a huge moment. I'm used to having the ball in my hands with the game on the line, but it's not very often you get a chance to hit a game winner like that. I always expect the ball to go in, but you never know if you're going to get fouled or double teamed or something. And this time it just worked out. I'd like to tell you I'm used to it at this point, but that doesn't make it any less sweet.
So after that win, we're headed back home to play against Portland Trail Blazers for another key game. This time Lamarcus Aldridge is the matchup, and this was an exciting matchup to start the game, as I hit a nice fadeaway on Lamarcus to start off the game. But Lamarcus did not shy away from this matchup. He went right back at me as he's posting up on the block. He's going to go for a drop step fadeaway, nails the shot. I wasn't going to sit back and let him score all the points, as I go right back at him, get the tough layup to go while getting fouled, and I'm headed to the free throw line. And I've actually been working on my free throws, so hopefully come playoff time, if we do make it to the playoffs, this will be a huge factor. Nailing your free throws is very important in the playoffs. As you can see, shot clock winding down. Lamarcus Aldridge gets the mid-range to go, and we're down by 2 in the 3rd quarter as Marcus Thornton finds me for a wide open mid-range, and I nail it. And whatever Lamarcus Aldridge was doing, I was going to match him. So we're going back and forth. It was a very entertaining matchup as Gerald Wallace nails the triple with shot clock winding down, and this is where the shot clock cheese started for me. They hit like 7 or 8 shots in the 3rd and 4th quarter combined, and they were just making all those crazy shots, and I was kind of getting pissed off as I hit a nice fadeaway over Greg Smith. So I'm trying my best to keep this team in this game. As you will see, I'm going to hit the deep shot. Looked like a 3, but actually was a 2. I was kind of surprised. I think my foot was on the line, and Smith is posting up against me. Get that out of here, sir, as we're heading the other way. And this is where J.J. Hickson got that Kobe Bryant syndrome, and he's going to drive into the paint. Gonna post up. He's gonna go for an up and under move, gets blocked, and Portland headed the other way Nolan Smith is going to pass it to Gerald Wallace, and Gerald Wallace, what? He's going to nail the triple? I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, 2K. It doesn't make any sense. Gerald Wallace cannot do that in his life, as I get a nice fast break dunk. But this is where the game slipped. They were just hitting crazy shots. I was kind of subbed out in the fourth quarter to get my rest. When I came back, we're down by 20, and we end up losing by 17 points. That was a very disappointing loss, and I felt like this game was scripted because of the shots they were hitting. With all that shot clock cheese, it was just impossible to beat Portland on this day. So I don't know what happened in this game. I can't explain, but you will see the final stats. So we end up dropping the second game. So we are 1-1 so far out of 4 games. So hopefully next game will be better.
Believe me, this is a conversation we're going to be having several more times in the future. I may have got my career high tonight, but that's just for tonight. I'm getting better every day, so don't be surprised if I top that mark next game. And the game after that, and the game after that. I feel like the sky's the limit for me, you know?
After suffering a loss on their home court, I'm sure Golden State were looking for some revenge. In the first possession of the game, Durant Wright is going to dunk on Tyreke Evans in transition to make a statement right at the beginning of the game. A very nasty dunk there. And remember how Gerald Wallace was playing like Stephen Curry, making all those threes? Well, this time, guess what? We're actually playing against Stephen Curry and Monta, Ellis, and Durant Wright makes another triple with shot clock winding down, so that's twice in a row. And I'm going to try my best to keep this team alive as I get a nice baseline dunk. We're down by 10 in the second quarter. And as you probably guessed by now, or might have guessed, they were making a lot of threes. They were lights out from behind the arc, and they were just hitting all kinds of crazy shots as Monta Ellis gets a wide open 3, makes the shot, making it look easy. And that was just very hard to stop Stephen Curry and Monta Ellis. But I get a nice alley-oop from Marcus Thornton in transition. Nice alley-oop there. But it was very difficult to stop Stephen Curry and all the three-point shooters because I was a big man. I don't play on perimeter that much. And my teammates were just getting screened a lot. And it was very hard to stop. And as you can see, I'm going to play a perfect defense on Ishmael Smith. As shot clock winding down. With 4 seconds to go, he's going to pass it to Monta Ellis, and guess what? He's going to make another triple, and we're going to go ahead and skip into the third quarter, where the theme of three-point shooting will continue. Durant Wright steps back for a 3, nothing but net. That's a ridiculous shot right there, as I'm posting up against David Lee, still down by 10, get the tough shot to go, as I dunk on IpodKingCarter, and every time we made a run, Golden State had an answer. Stephen Curry nails the deep 3. Very hard to stop. I mean, I don't know what to do in that case, as Cousins passes it to Garcia for a corner 3, cutting the lead down to 10 yet again. This is probably 7th or 8th time cutting, but every time we scored they had an answer, as Monta Ellis throws a perfect bullet pass to David Lee. It must be a football season because that was right on the mitts. And right on this possession, I'm not even going to talk. Yep, you guessed it, Stephen Curry for yet another triple. What else is new? I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous. As we get a nice steal there, down by 9, as I get an easy layup in transition, cutting the lead down to 7, but every time we scored, they had an answer, as Tyreke Evans going to turn the ball over, and Durant Wright with a full court pass to Monta Ellis, and he's going to cap the game off with a nice transition dunk. And that's how the game will end. No chance of coming back. The amount of shots they were making was just ridiculous. Again, I felt the same way as I did in the Portland. Like this game was scripted, and we end up losing 99-83 is your final score. Just couldn't stop the three-point shooting from Golden State Warriors, and they definitely got their revenge back. So one more game left, and so far we lost 2 out of 3 games. So this is last game for us is going to be huge. We're going to try to split the 4 games that we played in this video. And as you can see, my final stats, 44 points, 2 rebounds. And the reason I had 2 rebounds is because they weren't missing a lot of shots in this game. And the next game is going to be against Oklahoma City Thunder. And they have Trevor Ariza starting at point guard. I was so shocked to see that. But then I saw Westbrook in this game. He was actually playing injured. And that's why Ariza was starting at point guard. I guess they didn't trust Eric Maynard to be the starting point guard for this game, as Durant gets a wide open 3, And is this going to be one of those games where they make all the shots from 3-point line? I hope not. As I pass it to DeMarcus Cousins for a nasty dunk. He gets the foul call as well. And you guys remember how Blake Griffin forced Kendrick Perkins to delete his Twitter? Well, I might just forced him to delete his Facebook after that nice poster right in his face. And in transition, KD with a nice windmill jam. That was a nice dunk right there from KD. Very ferocious at the rim. Let's look at the replay one more time. Very nice dunk from KD and almost got the N1. John Salmons almost fouled him. If it was a bit earlier, he could have got N1, I think. And right here, I'm going to post up against Kendrick Perkins. He's too scared. Go for a fadeaway, nail the shot. And we're going to skip into the fourth quarter. We're up by 5, and KD from downtown makes the shot, cutting the lead down to 2 with 9 minutes to go in the fourth. This right here is a key possession as we're going to try to keep our composure and try to keep this lead, as I'm going to spin off of Nazi Mohammed. Go for a dunk, and Serge Ibaka, what are you doing? Did you not see what happened to Kendrick Perkins in the first half? Why would you even try to block that? I don't even know, but that was a nasty dunk on Serge Ibaka. And Tyreke Evans, nice kick out for a wide open mid-range. And at this point I was just feeling it. No one can stop me in the paint, as I'm going to post up against Serge Ibaka. Go for a reverse layup off the glass. No chance of blocking that. And with 52 points in such a close game, I think the crowd was definitely feeling what I was feeling.
He completes the three-point play.
First off, I'd like to say rest in peace, headphone users. I apologize for being so loud, but it is MVP chance after all. I hope you understand. And we end up winning the game. 89-81 is your final score. I had 55 points. That's my new career high. Very happy about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we split 2 games out of 4, so that was a nice record there. And you will see the final stats, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe if you want to follow my player videos, and I will see you later. Peace.
That might have been your best game as a pro. You had your best scoring output ever, so clearly something was clicking. Did this just happen to be a good game, or is this the type of level we're going to see you playing at from here on out?
None of the above, man. We just scratching the surface with me. By this time next season, you'll see me play a game like this and think something was wrong. If this is my ceiling right now, I fully expect it to be my floor before too long. It's only a matter of time.